Hi friends, this is Jennifer Terri and welcome to another Philippine Travel Update. So we have a lot to talk about today, no? Marami tayong pag-uusapan. So first, Bureau of Immigration Travel Guidelines, latest travel guidelines. We'll talk about the ban on 7 countries. We'll talk about Cebu. Okay, so let's go first with the Immigration Travel Guidelines. So this was posted just today, June 1. On who is allowed to enter the Philippines. So basically, nothing has changed. Of course, Filipino citizens, dual Filipino citizens, balikbayans, former Filipinos, foreign spouse, and children of former Filipinos or Filipinos traveling together. For foreign parents traveling with their Filipino children, you still need to apply for a visa and a DFA exemption. Okay? Foreign parents are not eligible for balikbayan program. So remember that you have to be a citizen of a visa-free country, EO408, if you want to avail balikbayan program. So former Filipinos, foreign spouse, foreign children, you need to be a citizen of a visa-free country to avail balikbayan program. So countries like China, Taiwan, Pakistan, Nepal, these countries, Albania, these countries need to apply for a visa po because they are not visa-free countries. And who else is allowed? Foreign nationals with valid and existing visas. But SRRVs and 9A visa holders, you still need a DFA exemption. So nothing has changed with the requirement of the DFA exemption. It's still required. So for families of Filipinos on 9A visa, please apply to the DSWD email. I'll put it on the screen, and when you apply, make sure that you provide evidences that your travel is emergency, it's necessary, it's very essential, because apparently family reunification is not important enough for the Philippines to allow entry. How sad. Yeah. Anyways, I'll probably make another video about this DFA exemption update. Now, let's go to travel restrictions sa 7 countries. So, unfortunately nga guys, very sad, nakakalungkot, nakadismaya. Yung ban sa 7 countries, India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Oman at UAE ay extended po for another 2 weeks hanggang June 15 na naman. Yung unang announcement sabi 2 weeks lang daw, tapos extend. So, paano pa tayo maniniwala na talagang June 15 lang, di ba? Nakaka-trauma din. So, who are affected by this ban po? People coming from the 7 countries. If you have travel history for the last 14 days before your travel to the Philippines, you will not be allowed to. But for those na transit only, let's say you have a transit in Oman or in Dubai, that's okay po. You are not affected by the ban. If it's transit only, layover lang, sa airport ka lang nagstay, hindi ka lumabas ng Dubai or UAE, Oman, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, basta sa airport ka lang, nag-transit ka lang, okay lang po yan. And then, Filipinos po can still travel to any country. Wala pong restriction sa outbound travel. So, mga Pilipino gustong magtrabaho sa UAE, pwede pa din pumunta sa UAE or sa Oman. Yung restriction lang ay yung papasok ng Pinas. At ng kababayan natin galing sa 7 countries na to ay very disappointed sa ginawang desisyon ng pamahalaan natin dahil napakalit pa nung announcement nila. 11 PM na, 10 PM, wala pang announcement. Ano na? May mga tao may biyahe pa sana today, June 1, June 2, June 3, wala. Umaasa, impake ng bags, ready na lahat. Yung announcement na lang nilang kulang. Very late pa binigay. Grabe. Tapos, dun sa meeting ng IATF, dun sa public briefing nila, pinanood ko talaga guys. Lahat tayo pinanood natin, inabagan natin kung anong sasabihin nila tungkol sa ban. Wala. Zero. Hindi man lang minention. Kasi, doon sa public briefing nila, ay, puro lang, ay, Mr. President, ang ganda ng ginawa namin. Ay, itong nangyayari, ang ganda, ang galing ng Pilipinas. Number 1, good news. Wow, puros mga pabango, yung, ay, ang galing namin. Eh, di wow. Ay, nako, malapit na talagang eleksyon, no? Gusto niyong pabango lang? Gusto niyong pag-usapan yung good news? Kunwari, pa yung travel ban, hindi niyo maharap yung mga kababayan natin na ayaw niyong papasukin. Wala man lang public official na nagsabi, I'm so sorry, kailangan na extend ang wala. Kasi nahiya kayo? Nahiya ba kayo? Ilan sa mga kababayan natin na nag-express ng kanilang disappointment, galit at lungkot. Ito si KDPT Vlogs. Kasi nagtanong ako kung tinutulungan ba kayo ng embassy, sinabi niya. Nagpunta ako kanina sa Philippine Consulate dito sa Dubai, pero wala silang definite na tulong para sa mga OFW na expired na ang visa. Nirefer lang nila ang expired visa holder sa mismong tanggapan ng UAE para sa repatriation program. Pero hindi lahat ng OFW pwede sa repatriation program ng UAE. Kasi kailangan muna mag-accumulate ng overstay fine amounting to 1,000 dirhams or 13,000 pesos bago ka mapasali. Overstay lang yon. Pero paano naman yung ibang gastusin namin dito like bahay, tubig, kuryente? Yan yung hindi nila naiisip. Alam nang nila yung ban, hindi nila naiisip yung kung sinong apektado. Nagsabi din si Floriza Belaran, nakakalungkot, malapit na ma-expired yung tourist visa ko from residence to tourist visa dahil sa travel ban at flight cancellation. Nakaka-depress lang talaga. Sabi din ni Jaime Ablaneda, ano ba naman ang nasa gobyerno natin? Dapat pinaalam na kaagad-agad bago yung deadline para hindi na umasa kapare sa akin, cancel na yung visa. 10 araw na akong nakatambay sa kampo namin. Hahaba na naman ang tambay kung mga inutil ang mga gobyerno. Yan, di ba? Sinasabing mahal daw yung OFW. Kapos, kung mahal nyo, ba't hindi nyo pa uuwiin? Ba't binan nyo kung mahal nyo? Di ba gusto mo makita yung taong mahal mo? Ba't ibaban mo? Sabi pa ni Roland, ang mahirap po ma'am, lalong nagmahal ang ticket. So paano namin ma-afford yan sa katulad naming maliit lang ang sweldo? Sabi din ni Maria, nakakadismaya sa totoo lang, paano kaming may mga emergency? Hindi yan nila naisip. Kung tingin nyo, IATF, kung tingin nyo itong mga taga-UAE, Oman, mga ano to sila, COVID carrier, edi i-quarantine nyo. Diba may protocol naman tayo? Tinitest, quarantine, edi mag-quarantine, 10 days. Kahit gawin nyo pang 14 days yan, basta makauwi lang sila. Bakit kailangang iban? At karamihan pa dyan sa kanila, fully vaccinated. Yung iba may RT-PCR negative test pa. Hoy, mas safe. Baka mas safe pa yan sila kaysa sa inyo. Patuloy tayo sa travel guidelines ng Bureau of Immigration. Sa mga Pilipino, kailangan yung passport, yung dual citizen, kailangan ng IC or yung certificate ninyo na nakuha ninyo. Dun sa oath-taking ninyo, Certificate of Retention and Reacquisition, balikbayans, as usual, old Filipino passport, or birth certificate po. Kung wala po kayo nun, wala kayong old Filipino passport or birth certificate, mag-apply po kayo ng birth certificate sa PSA online. Kung may kapamilya kayo sa Pinas, pag-orderin nyo, tapos pag dumating, ipa-deliver express kung kailangan nyo nang umuwi. Yun po yung magagawa nyo. Pwede kayo mag-order ng birth certificate online. For foreign nationals with valid and existing visa, your valid visa and your alien registration card. For those holding 9A and SRRVs, you need a DFA exemption. Again, even if you're a balikbayan, a foreign national with visa, or a Filipino, as long as you're coming from that 7 countries, you will not be allowed, and that's until June 15. And remember, for non-OFWs, balikbayans, and foreign nationals, to pre-book your quarantine hotel for 10 days. So, a lot are asking, how about tourists? What about foreign tourists? Look, it was never mentioned in their meeting. It was never mentioned in the immigration update. We are waiting for Secretary Puyat, the Department of Tourism Secretary. Ms. Secretary, what's the update? Are we approved or what? Is there a plan? You see, as I told in my last video, the government has no specific plan on reopening tourism. There's no plan. They're just saying, let's allow fully vaccinated tourists, but you need to have a plan, a proposal, so the IATF can look at it, even though, and it's very unlikely that IATF will approve, but there has to be a plan. There's no plan, guys. And green lanes, there's no news as well. And I just think that it's unlikely. Look how they are forcing Cebu to follow 10 days quarantine. They're willing to divert flights just so they could force Cebu to follow 10 days. So from that, you can imagine how hard could it be to pursue them to follow 7 days quarantine green lights. So parang ngayon, I can see right now, it's very unlikely. I could be wrong. Let's see what happens, but that's just my opinion. Unlikely. So what I can say for foreign fiancés of Filipinos who you want to start your life together, you want to get married now, please consider meeting in a third country. Meeting there or getting married there. This is for those who really want to start their life together now. But because there is really no timeline as to when the Philippines will open. There's no specific date, there is no concrete plan. If you're gonna wait till the Philippines opens up, I don't know, we don't know when that is. It could be later this year, next year, middle of next year. Nobody can tell. So that's all for the update for today, guys. I'll see you again. I know, very disappointing. Walang good news. But ingat po kayo and God bless. Stay safe. Bye-bye.